Hey there, party people. Dandolph here, coming back at you for another episode of Minecraft Let's Play. This is episode 25. So, today we are going to work on something we've talked about for a little while now. We are going to go ahead and build Xisumavoid's standoff game. I'm super excited. I've always wanted to play it since I saw that episode come out, so we are recreating it here in our world. And of course, we are going to give him as much credit as possible because it is his amazing game that he's made. So yeah, I think we will go ahead and get going on that. I wanted to show you real quick though, because I know we never got to it before I tear this down. This is the contraption that we use for our flying game. So I don't know how much we dug into this because I know a lot of the footage I had, I forgot to hit the record button, or I forgot to hit the volume button. I was on mute, and so I just kind of wanted to show you what we have going on here. This is how the Elytra game works. So basically, we have these items here on the top, the 53 dust, which stays locked by this torch. So what we do is, when you hit this tripwire, it sends a signal here, which puts out a 1 pulse tick, which pushes this sticky piston to push this block out, release it, which allows this repeater to power this block, which powers this block, which unpowers this, which allows the timer to start. So let's see all that in action. So you turn it on, pushes the block out, and the timer has started. When you hit it again, then the timer stops, and that's how we get our score. So I just wanted to give you a quick rundown on that, and that's what we have going on there. I will see you back in a few minutes once we start the standoff game. See you in a second. All right, party people, we are back, and I have laid out the platform here. So I kind of wanted to check in and give you a rundown on what's going to happen here. So this is kind of the layout of the game. I don't know if these dimensions of this platform are exactly perfect according to Xisumavoid's version, but I think it'll work. It'll be fine. These will all end up being carpets, and then we'll play on top of the carpet, so it's spawn-proof and all of that. But we'll get to the gameplay later once I have this thing built. So down here, my idea is I want it to look like a big tree trunk with a bunch of limbs are coming out and like holding this platform up. So that's the idea down here. I'm going to use the dark oak. I've got a bunch of that in my inventory and a bunch in this box here as well. So that's the goal. I'm going to try and make it look like a big dark oak tree with all these different crazy limbs that are coming out and supporting this thing in different ways. And I'm going to try and make it look as organic and natural as possible. I think it might be kind of too low here. I might either try and dig out the ground a little bit to give it some more space, or raise the platform up. But I'm going to start playing with it, see how it looks, and I will meet you back once I have a little bit of a design in here. But I think it's going to turn out like a pretty cool design. I'll see you guys in a minute. Alright guys, we are back, and I have made some more progress here. I have gotten in pretty much most of the logs I think I'll get in, and then it's time for some leafage. So let's get out of here a little bit so we can take a look. I think it's looking pretty cool. I think it actually, looks fairly natural. Oh, there's a skeleton that spawned there. I'll have to light that up a bit more. But yeah, I think it's looking pretty natural. I've got 3 or 4 of these pretty big arms that come out, and I placed everything pretty organically. Trying to make each one different. See, that one kind of peaks up in the middle and then kind of goes out this way. This one kind of goes up early and then, rides the roof a little bit. I think it looks pretty good. But yeah, we're definitely going to get some leaves and some more lighting that goes down there. But up here, I also made sure that the logs go completely around the entire arena here, but doesn't actually change the shape of our arena. So that's going to be key to being able to play the game, that the arena stays the same shape, so it's fair for both sides. But yeah, I think that's a good next step. I will go ahead and get a bunch of leaves. Hello, creeper in a hole. I will go ahead and get some leaves, and I will start leafing up the bad boy, and then go ahead and get carpets, and then we're actually getting fairly close to be able to have this game ready. So yeah, leaves, lights, and carpets. I'll be right back. Alright, party people, we are back, and we have made some progress on the standoff game. So I wanted to give you the aerial view. As you can tell, I have made some progress. There's a few things left to do still, but I wanted to show you where we're at here. So I went ahead and leafed up a bunch of stuff. I'll probably keep adding a few leaves here and there, and I want to get a few vines on here, but I think it's looking really good so far. There's a zombie under there, so I need to put more glowstone. But I think it's looking really good so far. And I think that's just going to have to stay bare. I might just put, cover those with some trapdoors or something. But I think it's looking, it's looking good. I think all the leaves coming down, there's definitely a dark spot. Hey, get out of here, guys. Hey. Okay, so I need glowstone to cover up any dark spots I've got. Let's just pop a few in randomly. Say hi to Eliza. She's yelling at me because she thinks she gets dinner early today for whatever reason. But yeah, so I've also done some work on the top. I want to go check that out as well. We had the pattern set up, but I went ahead and put the carpet in. And I put glowstone under each one of these, and I also put glowstone to where this whole thing will be lit up enough at night. And then I built these 2 side platforms. These will be where all of the specialty items go, a chest for you to put some stuff in if you need to, and a bed on either side, so that if it becomes dark, you can, go to sleep, sort of thing. But I think it's looking really nice. I think it's looking really cool. I went with the gray for the carpet and the green because I think it just kind of blends in pretty nicely. With the color palette that we have, it just kind of works. So I think it's coming out really good so far. I think it's looking really, really cool. And what we'll do is go ahead and get the specialty items set up next. That's one of the things we got to do, and get all those beds, things like that. And then kind of get a rule book laid out, get the armor stands and all of that. So I'm going to start working on everything that we have left, and I will probably see you back once I have a completed game. I will see you in a few minutes. Alright, party people, we are back, and I am cleaning up my chest monster. You know what that means? That means I've finished this project, at least for now. I'll probably come back to it like I do most things, and, revamp, tweak, make a little better. I already have ideas on how to make the Infinity Maze better. 3 out of 3 people made it in only 1 death, and that's not nearly enough death, so I definitely have to go back and revamp that. But I have a few ideas on what we can do for that, but I don't know if we'll get to that this episode or not. I'm trying to get somebody to come on and play this game with me because I think it'll be a lot of fun. But as you can see, I have each area set up here, and I have written out a rule book, but you'll see how this game is played as we play it, but I read everything out just in case. I do give Standoff by Xisumavoid. It is his game. I just wanted to make sure he gets credit. And then everything's set up here: precision shot, switch spots, retreat, take their turn, double move. I kind of messed with the items that are being used here. The only one that had to stay the same was the fishing rod, of course. And then I've got extra helmets. There's 10 in here just in case we lose some. Knockback 1, knockback 2, 10 armor stands, and I've got the exact same thing on this side. Book that says the exact same thing. All of the different items, and iron helmets with knockback 1, knockback 2. I want to switch those. And armor stands. So I think this is looking really awesome. I'm hoping I can get somebody to come play this game with me, and I will try and do my best to record it in some way, shape, or form. None of my friends really do any YouTube or any sort of recording like that, so it's a little bit tough, but I will try and do my best, but I definitely want to try and get somebody to come play this with me. But let's take a look around and see how it looks. I think it turned out really, really cool. Like, I think this looks really awesome, and this whole area is starting to get a little better. And kind of what I've been noticing is, yeah, my Elytra course upgrade was definitely not good enough. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with it, and I'm still not really sure what I want to do with it, and that's why I'm kind of leaving it, but it definitely looks kind of junky compared to this really cool looking tree and this really awesome barn that we made. So I think, yeah, we're going to have to step up our game a little bit on this one, but I'm just trying to figure out what I can do with it, and it's kind of tough just because it's weirdly shaped and it's in a weird spot. But yeah, I'll figure something out for that. Well, let's get a closer look. We'll try and avoid this raider while we go down. I have these random glowstones that we left in there, but I think they actually look really cool. They almost look like fruit on this tree, and I think it looks really nice. I don't like to overleaf things. I think it's really cool when it looks kind of sparse like this, especially on this scale. But I definitely do need to do something with this ground. It is just big, flat land. Okay, these guys want to play. So yeah, I definitely want to do something with the land here. I'll probably, rough it up a little bit, put a few like smaller trees, that sort of thing, but nothing too big, nothing that'll definitely be like small little baby custom trees. But yeah, I think it's looking really good, and I can't wait to play this game. All right, party people. So we are back, and I didn't want to spend the entire episode just sitting working on that new mini game on Xisuma standoff game. So I started working on another project here, and I wanted to show you what we have going on. So I haven't completed it yet, but this is the start of it. So this is our new dock here, because when we're going from my ocean base over here to a lot of these farms, there's not really a good way to do that. So I'll end up building a dock for myself on that side somewhere as well. But I've also worked on a lot of these paths. You can see I've got some stairs, some variants in here. I think it's looking really nice. So, oh, hello, Mr. Enderman. Do you like my path? Yeah, it's a pretty good path, don't you think? Thank you. All right. So I've got this side finished. I do still need to complete the whole other side, but as you can see, look, this path goes all the way over here. I've put in some little stone guys like we did over at the Infinity Barn Maze at IBM, and this one goes directly over here to the slime farm. Granted, there's not really a proper way out of it yet, but actually let's do that now. So we can just make like a little wool staircase is fine. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. Just to have access from the top here. I think I need to go down one or two more. And in the words of B-Dub, time to sweep. Okay, perfect. So now that's all set up and that's good to go. And I can show you the rest of what we have going on over here. So yeah, this path goes down here to the slime farm. And if you follow it back up this way, time for a carrot, we have a lot of the same style going on over here as well. As you can see, there's still a lot of flat land. I might grow a few trees in around here to kind of block out the view of all of that. But I definitely like the open feel right here because you can see the wheat farm. Yellow Tiger and myself were talking about expanding this and making it a bigger wheat field. Currently, it's about 6 stacks worth of wheat. We might want to make that a little bit bigger. But then you come over here and you see I've got a bridge over the waterfall. So you go down here. We're going to go over the bridge. And then this will take us right into our XP grinder. So I think all of that is turning out really well. And then what I'll do is, of course, this will, I'll have to do something with this carpet. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it. Somebody else put that in, and I'm probably going to remove it. But we'll see. So this is going to go out here. And then this path will extend from here over here, and then I'll probably build up something small for the train station here, and then I'm thinking the path will come up around this way. You'll be able to get into the train there. It'll swing over this way, and then I'll build up, a small little iron plinth or something for the iron farm here. Oh, it's actually got a few stacks in it. Cool. And then we'll go ahead and make the path wrap around this way over here. And we'll have to probably build a little bit of something because the entrance to the bouncy house is currently kind of close to the edge here. So I'll probably build maybe a little bridge or something that comes around here, or just maybe even like a little small boardwalk or something that comes around this way. And then we'll finish it off by going over this hill and making it into Reyaz's base. So yeah, I think that's a good plan. I'll probably just have it wrap right down here, go right by his tree, and then into his front door. So yeah, I think that's really going to add a lot to the world. Let me go ahead and fly over it so you can see how it's looking from the air. Really, I fly over this a lot. I don't plan on walking it, but when you have a nice little path like this, it just looks nicer. Like the whole world looks like it's meant to be there, and it's not just this bunch of different things randomly strewn about the world. It makes it feel more like a cohesive unit. I also need to figure out some sort of entrance to this because nobody can get in here. I think this is a really cool place. Oh, a bed. I'm gonna take that. But nobody knows how to get in here, so nobody comes in here and nobody looks at this thing. So I would definitely want to get some sort of entrance. I built the stairs to the ground, and you can get up from the water. But again, it's not is not perfect. So maybe I'll put like a little dock here as well. Maybe that's a good idea, is just put a couple of docks, maybe one further around on the base over on this side, because we do have the tree farm over here and then my mine there. I do want to make that look nicer as well. I don't really use a lot of this stuff anymore, but, you know, making a cool world, you definitely got to make everything look cool. And then I have my little concrete maker there, but I don't think that's worth putting a path to. But yeah, I think it's looking really good, and I'm going to keep going on this, and I'll probably wrap up the episode once I have all these paths finished. So I will see you guys in a few minutes. Alright guys, we are back, and I'm going to show you the last little bit of this path, and then we will go ahead and call it a day. I hope you have enjoyed the episode so far, and as soon as I can get one of my friends online to be able to play the standoff game with me, I will do my best to try and get a recording of that. I'll probably just put him on Discord, use my point of view, and play a couple games with him and see how it goes. But let's go ahead and take a look and see what we have here. So coming out of the other side of the mob farm here, I went ahead and made the entire path all the way to the end there. So it's the same kind of style that we've had before, Chest Monster. But I did put a little iron block, little statuette here thing, just a little mound here to make this look a little bit better. So you can come up here and grab the iron as you need it. And then as you go this way, you can see I put in a lot of stuff here, and I've added some bone meal and, you know, just little points of interest along the way to keep you interested. And then once we get over here, it turns into a little boardwalk as we kind of come over the edge, and I'll fly around and show you that as well. But then this takes you directly into the slime farm, or not the slime farm, the bouncy house, or you can go up this way and you can go over to Reyes's base. All of this stuff up here, again, same kind of stuff we've been doing. And then I went ahead and stopped it right here so he can decide what he wants to do with this path. I didn't really want to just go ahead and change up his base. I'm already encroaching a little bit on his space with this, so I'll just go ahead and leave this here, and he is welcome to continue this path or do whatever he would like to do with it. But I think it turned out looking really good. And let's take a look at the little bridge, the little boardwalk that we made. It's the same kind of style that we had before, just using the logs. It's very simple, but I think it looks really nice, and it works well with what we're doing here. So I think that looks really, really nice, and it really helps with the whole world just having this, you know, this cohesive path that goes all the way from over here with our little dock here, and then it goes all the way through here, and then pops out on the other side, and then just continues on. I think this makes things look so much better. Like our world is really starting to come together really, really well. And this is just, you know, these little touches are just helping so much. And I'm just really, really happy with the way things turned out. I think it looks really, really cool. So I'm going to go ahead and say thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe. My name's Dandolph, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good one, party people.